good, YouTube? It's your boy Dev back again for another first listen, man. What's good, Twitch? Your boy Dev back again for another live listen, man. Y'all know it is right there. As you guys know, man, I have not started my One Piece channel yet. If you guys didn't know, I am opening an anime channel. If you guys want to go check that out, man, it is called Me Anime. Again, I don't know who Do Flamingo is, Dox Flamingo, Dox the Flamingo. But apparently, if you guys watch my motherfucking goddamn Juice WRLD video, they had said I am a part of a cult. All right, I'm not saying I'm on Kanye level, but that's kind of crazy when you watch the interview and they be motherfucking calls niggas psycho. As soon as you get some motherfucking power, you make some moves out here, you grow, you build your own channel. Now they think you're a part of a motherfucking cult. They finna chop my head like the witches. It's so crazy out here in this world. It's crazy. I'm a cult member. All right. You know what my cult is? Dalaran, nigga. I play with the warlocks under the swords in Dalaran, nigga. All right. That's the cult that I'm in right now. If y'all didn't know, this shit is kind of crazy. Shit is getting out of hand. Anyways. Had to get that shit off my chest, man. Anyways, man. Donda Deluxe has dropped. Donda Deluxe has dropped. And I feel, man, you know, I thought he was lying, straight up. I really thought he was lying when he said that he was going to drop this bitch. And he was like, oh, yeah, Don. Because I would not expect Kanye to drop a Deluxe. But I feel like, you know, Deluxe is such a trend in the last 2 years. You know, Deluxe. As you guys remember Charleston, what he did, that nigga dropped the Deluxe to the Deluxe of the Deluxe. All right. So it's kind of crazy, man, how everybody's just dropping a Deluxe at this point. And, you know, why not Kanye just do it too? He's always been with the times. As you guys know, man, Donda is probably one of my favorite Kanye albums that I'm starting to now love, man. I've listened to Donda like literally every single day. Each track just kind of grows on me every single time. Every time I hear, you know, tracks like Come to Life, every time I hear tracks like 24, every time I turn like, you know, the Lord track that had Chris Brown in it, you know, it gives me, you know, it gives me goosebumps every time. I do not like how he took off Chris Brown. I do not like how he took off that one chick off with the West Side Gun track. Keep my spirit alive, because I think that Kanye just didn't do a great justice on it. I feel like the voice was perfect. Do not drop any spoilers. I'm gonna try my best not to read chat. Again, I'm human, but don't drop any spoilers. I will put this bitch on emote immediately. All right, but I think I'm gonna use this as a re-review as well. You know, kind of go through the tracks as well to kind of try, you know, tell you what kind of grew on me at the same time, you know, kind of just talking about, you know, the new tracks. I know there's like 6 new tracks that they kind of talked about. And yeah, man, I think like this Donda, if you want to know why I say this Donda is becoming like one of my favorite Kanye albums, because it just feels like he's finally captured the sound that he wanted to capture from the College Dropout. And this is literally what the College Dropout is in today's era, right? You know, College Dropout, he always had infusions with gospel and infusion with Christianity and, you know, just religion in general. I don't know, you know, I'm not religious at all, but I'm assuming he's a Christian. And, you know, he definitely believes in Jesus now. So all of that he started, where I feel like this is kind of the end right now. You know, Donda being the completed version of, you know, all the life that he had to go through, all the sinning that he did, and kind of infusing the current rap sound mixed with Kanye effect, as well as, you know, other kind of variables. And I feel like he just made that sound so great. I do believe this is what Jesus is King, what he wanted to do. That was his vision. I always said Yandhi was also another, if you haven't listened to Yandhi was definitely a version that I thought that this is kind of what, you know, Donda was. I think that, you know, he had that in the works. I still believe my theories about CLB being leaked and Donda and Yandhi being leaked by both Drake and Kanye. And they had to scrap their shits because there's no reason why Drake had 4 leaked songs on his album. It just doesn't make any sense to me. All right, so I'm just gonna assume that I haven't even made that video, but it's kind of crazy when you look at Donda, man. The tracks from start to finish. Yes, there's a lot of features on there, but I just thought that for him getting the drill, for him getting the different type of artists, the Cardis, the Young Thugs, the Yachty's, the Jamaican artist girl, I don't know her name, no disrespect. You know, he had you know, Don Toliver, The Weeknd, Lil Baby on a track together. You know, it felt so gospel, but at the same time, it felt sonically pleasing to listen to in any setting. You know, he had Praise God, you know, Jail. You know, all these tracks are literally just so fire, literally. So I just think that this is slowly creeping up into my top 3. It's definitely in my top 5. It's just so good, man. It's just so good. A lot of people like to argue it was too long, but every time I listen to it, I can literally go through it from start to finish and not get tired of it. So that's how great it was, man. It was a great ass album. So we're gonna kind of go through this, man. I don't want to like play it too much to get copyrighted, but We're gonna kind of go through this.
Donda.
Obviously, we know Donda chat, man. If you guys didn't hear the theories, apparently it was about Donda he said it, Donda, the amount of times of the age of his mother. I thought that was a cool concept, man. When you really think about it, a lot of people didn't like it because it was Donda, 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 and then felt guilty when they actually found out the meaning behind it, and it was like her heartbeat at the same time of her last breaths. And I was like, damn, if it's not true, that was cap. I'm just saying, like, when people came up with that theory, I thought it was like, damn, when you think about it, that was pretty fire. I'm not playing the whole thing. We are not playing the whole thing. Unless it's a new track. If y'all say it's a new track, then I will do it. Or if it's something new added, then I will do it. But yeah, man, I just thought that was pretty crazy, man. That Donda shit was kind of cool. You know, the mom, you know, his mom is everything to Kanye. When, you know, obviously she passed away. 808 and Heartbreaks is, you know, one of the greatest albums, I feel like, that changed a generation. And then, you know, it kind of the rest tells itself. So number 2 is Jail. I'll tell you right now, man, if you guys ask me, man, Jail Part 2 is still literally better than Jail Part 1. I do think the Baby was more hungry on his verse. It was cool to see Kanye back with Jay-Z, but I think he was definitely more hungrier on that. And I think that the Baby deserved to be on the main version. Even though Part 2 is on the album, I felt like, the Baby was just going crazy. I love the Marilyn Manson. As much as y'all hate him politically, as much as y'all hate him morally, I'm not talking about the morals here. I'm talking about the music. I thought that Marilyn Manson added that grit. You know, he added that scariness of the track, like the horror of it. I think that was pretty cool. And, you know, obviously both of them going through their legal troubles, you definitely know they was going to bring that shit. So I definitely loved about, the 2 tracks right there. They were fire, man. Track 3, God Breathed. God Breathed is a track, man, that I really love, man. It still grows on me. I love, what's his name, Vori's voice on there. I think I got a little bit tired of the Kanye God Breathed, but when you kind of hear the beat and the chants in the background, it kind of grew on me, man. Like, that shit was kind of fire. And my bad, Hurricane. Woo! Anyways, yeah, you're wrong. I'm on the right album now, and we're going to shuffle that bitch. Anyway, but yeah, I want to talk about, even though I'm going to talk about God Breathed, man, I thought that God Breathed was just pretty. It was pretty, man. Like, I just love the vibes of it. It was kind of like a seance, it was like it put you in a trance when you kind of listen to it. But then we get to track 2, man, Hurricane. How'd that go, man? And Lil Baby. I still skip that part. You know what's crazy about people? Like, it's going to grow on you. I skip Lil Baby's part every single time. Like, every single time. I do love the Yandhi version, though, still more. I love Kanye. I wish they would have kind of mixed it in. Mike Dean was kind of talking about that originally. Do you guys like the original Hurricane to kind of mix it in? I would love Kanye to at least have a little bit of just kind of one hook to kind of go in there. I thought it'd been kind of cool. Maybe do like a kind of a duet there. I thought it'd been fire. But man, that motherfucking Hurricane where The Weeknd was going crazy. That motherfucker was singing shit off. I thought that, Lil Baby was, just not needed, and it was not necessary for that track. I thought it was more so just kind of a singing, kind of melodic type of track. But, people like it. I'm not mad at the people that liked it. It's cool with me. I'm just saying I skip it every single time. Literally, every time it comes on, I literally go with my shit. I scroll my shit to the right, and I skip my shit every single time, literally. Moon, man. We all know Moon, man. If you listen to Moon slow, I think that Donnie and, Cudi, that's probably one of the combinations. That we, one being a Travis Scott disciple and the other being a Kanye disciple. I thought them two coming together, making one of the greatest hums, running the greatest. Cause Moon kind of reminded me of like Hurricane, what it was before the original, like, and then like kind of mixed in a sense, and then like it just felt so heart, it was so heartfelt, man. You listen to the track, man, he's just kind of just singing his ass off. Cudi humming, especially slow, man. That was one of the craziest slow tracks that I heard all year. And Life of the Party. So Life of the Party is the track that I have not listened to yet.
Life of the party. Hey, Miss Donda, you running to my mama, please tell her I said say something. I'm starting to believe ain't no such thing.
So this is the Drake disc. Oh my. So this is the Drake disc. Like, cause I obviously I'm on the internet, so I see it, and this is the Drake disc. Like, but then kind of, I thought if you ask my opinion, I think it's kind of fucked up for Kanye's part to tell Andre and then not tell him, but I think that's
Trying to get her to stop smoking, I would lead and fire up a till I quit. Started back up again. 20 y'all grown-ups with me in Bible study. That girl helping me with my homework.
Andre's so smooth, dog. This nigga Andre's so smooth, dog.
I'm sure she did it out of spite. Was her decision at birth. Shit, she probably would hurt. Poor baby, too young.
You know what sucks, man? The fact that, like me, like, I want so much Andre music, and he's still alive. And I want an Outkast album as much as the next person. I want an Andre 3000 album. Y'all see that bitch right there, love below, man. I want an Andre 3000 album as much as anybody else as the next person. But at the same time, I fuck with my artist, man. And if that's what truly he wants, and he doesn't want to drop anything for the next rest of his life, that's something I got to deal with. And I'm not selfish about that shit. I'm not mad about it. That's just life, man. You know, he don't want to do that shit. I'm not entitled to any of that. Sounds kind of familiar. Juice WRLD, I'm a satanic follower. All right? I want him to be happy. So when he comes out and he's hungry, he decides to do a verse, I'm locked the fuck in. You feel me?
But I do know that it's crucial that we do so pronto. I don't know how much long though.
Straight from Shibuya on some Zen. Easy, you special, gon' make your own decisions. And man, that was a good choice. Favorite.
That shit is crazy, though. That shit is crazy, dog. Damn, that's a crazy ass beat, dog. Damn, dog, that shit is crazy, dog. Like, I just love what Kanye, man. For me, man, Kanye is just like, again, he's not the best rapper, man, but he just knows how to put all the sounds together to make him sound fire as fuck, bro. Like, it's just so crazy, dog. Like this shit soulful as fuck. I was telling you the other, like, I will not lie to you, bro. If you look at my recent shit, I'm gonna play it after this shit. But like, I'm like, Kanye has always had a pack because he just makes this music where I'm just like, man, this shit is that shit, bro. Like,
my married life like some type of entanglement. My neighbors still just and wonder why I ain't saying it. I can smell that I'm with it in a damn pandemic. Never Uncle Sam gotta have his damn hand in it. Listen, straight.
Yes, this nigga going crazy. Dog, this is why, bro. This shit is crazy, dog. And you know what's crazy? We just watched that interview. I'm gonna upload the interviews on YouTube when we do it. But we just talked about the interviews, dog. Like, this nigga Kanye, as much, yes, sometimes he's a little off the line, but the nigga know what he talking about, man. Especially with our community. So many sheep in today's world. So many people brainwashed by the media. Want to be hood fashion. You got $2,000 in your account, but you buying Ferragamo. How? Why you not trying to get no more money? Calling crypto a scam. Niggas making motherfucking 100K off of 5,000. Scam. I don't give a fuck if it's a scam, nigga. How do I get the money to further level myself up to get closer to having power, to having a voice? But Kanye's a psycho. But I'm going to continue to go to my 9 to 5 and not try to better myself. I'm going to buy his Yeezys anyway. If he's looking out for his people, then he wouldn't be selling these Yeezys for $300. If you were smart, you wouldn't buy the Yeezys for $300. Crypto's a scam. Yeah, I'm trying to get this scam money. Why wouldn't you? Who gives a fuck if it's a scam? I don't think it's a scam, but who cares if it's a scam? You gonna continuously have $1,000 in your bank account? It's a scam. Niggas making 100K and shit? It's a scam. It's a scam. Why am I so poor? Why can't shit happen for me? Why do I still need government help? Why can't I do better my situation? But I'm gonna sit here call it a scam. Scam. Niggas was starving a year ago from COVID. Starving. And you talking about some scam. What the fuck you think the government is, my nigga? A fucking scam. So you gonna continue to bitch and pout about your life? Or you gonna go motherfucking go get it, nigga?
I can't did just like Puff told Christopher, we gon' win big. We gon' win big.
It's already over. Yay! You did it! Big girl! It's already
And obviously Kanye, himself having him, what, $2 now? It's kind of crazy, man. That track was so heartfelt. And again, we know Andre lost, his parent. And it's kind of crazy how, the song kind of just hits a little bit harder. And that's why, when the first thing initially happened, Dre didn't know it was a diss, and he really didn't want to be part of that. So I could kind of see if the original version does have the diss, why he would take it off to get Andre on the official shit. Because again, at the end of the day, man, people got morals. You feel me? Like it's who you are at the end of the day. You got morals. You stand by what you stand by. You don't want to fold it. Again, you don't want to sell yourself to the top, because then what's the point of being at the top if you sell yourself all the way through? So that track was fire, man. I love, again, like sometimes the reason I kind of cope with Kanye and I understand what he's saying is the fact that Kanye is he's very sporadic, man. He says a lot of shit that sometimes doesn't make sense to other people, but in his head it comes together. That's kind of how I feel. For me, man, I always spit what I spit. Sometimes it don't come out and make sense. But it makes sense the way I said it in my head, but the way y'all interpret it, sometimes you said specifically. I think a lot of people just so literal too, like nowadays, man. Some people so literal. Like if I said, man, yeah, man, I like the glizzy, man. Y'all niggas be like, this nigga really like the glizzy. He want that shit in his ass. That motherfucker want a motherfucking fuck. Like, bro, I just said I like the glizzy, dog. You took it to a whole nother level, nigga. Like, I like hot dogs, man. I know, like, we like joking. I like joking around. That's obviously a joke, but I'm just saying, and when you try to compare, man, everybody literally just takes everything so literal. Like, you have to break it down to the T. I don't like that person. Do you understand me? I feel like that's kind of how you got to break it down to people nowadays, man. And again, man, what I want to talk about, man, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm motherfucking Tom Coon, big coonery over here. But again, man, like, the system is fucked. All right, the system is fucked. How many times are you gonna sit there and like say the system is fucked, man? It's not fair. The system is fucked. It's not fair. The system is fucked. It's not fair. We get that. The system, what you should be doing is, the system is fucked. How do I beat the system? What do I need to do to move to the next step? Yes, we are already down bad. Fuck it. It's the situation. I got to do something about it. Because at the end of the day, man, life is a fucking scam. Life is a scam. But how the fuck you gonna motherfuckers? You just can't sit there. You can't just sit there in the back, man. It's not fair, dog. I need a handout, man. Somebody need to motherfucking give it to me, nigga. No, nigga, you gotta go get that shit, man. Niggas was starving. Literally a year from right now, people were starving. Couldn't get a job. Now niggas making 10,000 turn to 100K. You talking about, I don't want to deal with that scammy shit. I just want to remain where I'm at. I'm not trying to level up at all. But drip is forever, for real. You know what I'm gonna start doing? I told niggas I'm starting doing this. I told my homeboys are big Jordan buyers. I'm gonna start buying fake Jordans. I'm buying replicas. I need the replica sites. I'm gonna start buying replica Jordans. And I'm gonna wear them, post them. And I'm like, yo, these is replica Jordans. Oh, you got fake Jordans on. Yeah. So what? So what? Just don't get sued. 100%. I'm going to say it was a gift. They were gifted to me. Mana's at $3.41. Correct. 20 cents. I got Mana at 20 cents. Off the Grid, man. Obviously, man. Y'all know how we feel about that, man. I think that this is one of the top 5 tracks on the album, if not top 3. I think that, Cardi's voice, y'all know that. And the slow version also hits me. I feel like Fivio was talking his shit, man. Definitely spewing it out. I feel like Kanye does that too, man. With his features, he's like, look, if you're going to be featured on my album, don't bring me no trash. Bring me some fire shit. Like, bring me some shit that's really going to bring your hardest shit that you ever brought. Because you ain't gonna make it on my album. You see how many people got left off the fucking album? I'm not playing with you. And I feel like this nigga Fivio was going crazy with it, man. Crazy. You feel me? Like, and then obviously we got we already talked about that. Praise God, man. I think Praise God is like one of those ritualistic, satanic type vibes, man. That's maybe why I love it, man, because I'm the leader of the cult. you know, of my motherfucking Warlock tribe in Dalaran. You feel me? Like, I feel like, praise God, man, Travis was literally going crazy, just eating that motherfucking verse up, man. Baby Keems was okay, a little bit weird towards the end. I thought that was a little weird towards the end, man. But I feel like, what the fuck? But I feel like, man, like, the way Travis was just going crazy, even Kanye, like, Travis and Kanye right there, man, that was, he said, look, I know you've been doing that motherfucking, like, regular shit and then the Astroworld shit and the mainstream shit, but no, you gonna bring motherfucking Gritty Travis on this track. And he brought that auto-tune out with a, I'm into the night. That shit was crazy, dog. That track was motherfucking fire as fuck, bro. And then, you know, Come to Life, man. If you guys listen to the Come to Life slow, man, Come to Life slow, probably one of my favorite slow tracks of the year. You guys going to see it next week next month when I do my slow list. I thought Come to Life was one of Kanye's most vulnerable tracks I've listened to in a while. Very heartfelt, man. You know, I cried. That song made me cry. Come to Life is new.
3, 2, 1, your pen. Uncle Nye back in the pen.
Like, bro, no album is doing that, bro. Like, every time I hear 4 Kanye songs, they gave me goosebumps. Come to Life is one of the Kanye songs that gives me goosebumps every time I hear it, dog. Like, every fucking time.
I don't wanna die alone. I don't wanna die alone. I get mad when she comes, deny me. Tell the devil get behind me. All the stars are aligned.
And like I said at the beginning of the video, the reason why this track is so sad to me, man, because it reminds me of George Michael. You know, One More Try. It reminds me of George Michael, One More Try. I mean, y'all know the story about that. When I was on the Philippines, I had to listen to it on loop for 12 hours on a plane to Korea. But this track, man, it just reminds me of that, man. Very heartfelt kind of track, man. J Swiss, I got the examples for the Tier 1 son, bro. Like,
make it all come to life. Praying for free. Floating on a silver lining.
So I hate that y'all told me that this is a new song, because there was literally a voice. Who was the voice? Who was the voice? Tyler. You know what's crazy? They said that Tyler was on the piano. So is it confirmed that Tyler was on the piano then? So Tyler literally just did a 10-second hum in there. And then that was the difference of the song. Honestly, I think it was better without Tyler, honestly. It was a 7th grader on the piano? What the fuck? Holy shit. And so for me, man, yeah, I love that track, man. Again, if Come to Life, man, it's real personable for me, man. It reminds me of George Michael. One More Try. I think that if you really listen to that, what he's saying, man, like, it just hits, man. It hits really hard, and you know, it's really heartfelt, and you know, all the instrumentation going on there, the piano is just kind of just, you know, it's lovely, man. You know, it's one of those tracks where, you know, you got to really have been through some shit to kind of really kind of feel that. So, you know, that's why that track kind of hits me fucking hard. You know, Come to Life is my top 5 on the album. I don't know if I've told you. I do got to probably make a top 5 kind of list. This is what I was talking about with Kanye being like crazy with, you know, with T.I. Well, I've been listening to T.I. lately.
Was supplying the days when what they flame up. My mama's passing by
cocaine,
penicillin
to Rogaine, ecstasy, Viagra, whatever to get your dope, man.
I'm tired of people misdoing right now. You can't help yourself. Don't hate me, shout.
Crazy, man. That nigga Ye was going crazy over that shit, man. But yeah, man. Oh man, that's just fucking insane, man. Again, track 9 and Believe What I Say I Believe. This is a new track, no pun intended. Oh, no, okay. Believe What I Say is the Lauryn Hill flip. I thought that this was the most friendly kind of track for the radio that he could have put on. You know, I think that, you know, the Lauryn Hill flip was kind of good. And it was kind of very happy kind of track, you know, very gospel-y still track, you know, still kind of keeping up with the theme of the album. But, you know, do I say I not skip this? I say I just listen to it, but I'm kind of like, sometimes I'm in the mood and sometimes I'm not. So, you know, Believe What I Say was the radio friendly track. I love your nose, man. Thanks. Track 10 was No Child Left Behind. We know, listening to No Child Left Behind And then not really realizing it until actually watching the interview. I didn't realize, remember, Nike used that as a commercial. Nike used a Kanye song in their commercial. I didn't even think about that. Like, that totally slipped my mind. And they literally used a Kanye song in their commercial. That was Beats? Oh, I'm tripping? Shh, I'm tripping. But she's a Nike athlete. Yeezy used to be Nike. Come on, man. I'm not that old, bro. I know. All right. I used to be a shoe head. All right. I know. I was a sneaker head. You know. Come on, man. That's disrespectful, bro. I should send you to the gulag, nigga. That's disrespectful. I should send you to the fucking gulag. I feel offended. Oh, but I'm saying she was a Nike athlete though. So it's kind of just like I felt like anything that involved Nike, even if because she had the Nike gear on, I wouldn't even like associate with Kanye if I was Nike. Because they were so butthurt. This is not about me. Yay. This man apologized. That was No Child Left Behind. Yeah. Which I thought that, man, was a great kind of like outro to the album. If he would have ended the album like without doing the part 2s and just ended the album with No Child Left Behind, I believe, man, that would have been that motherfucking goddamn that would have been one of the greatest outros of all time, bro. Like that motherfucking shit just be hitting, man. The way the motherfucking piano just be, I don't know if that's like a grand piano, I don't know, but the way that shit just be hitting, man. No Child Left Behind. Vori on the motherfucking, that's Vori on the vocals, right? I am still smoking that Shikari pack for sure. That is Vori on the it's an organ, okay. That is Vori on the vocals though, right? Yes, Vori. Yeah. So yeah, man, Vori also putting, making him, Vori's always been around, but for Vori to literally, kind of just kill this album in his own way. The vocality was crazy from Vori on that, and obviously on Breed on this, that was another one. Track 11, Up From the Ashes. Okay, I believe this is the new track. This is a new track.
Found a redeemer, show you God in heaven shining.
Why's left off of Jesus the King? This literally shit sound like some like R&B. I wanna be your man. Now and forever, all the glory. Hey. Y'all don't fuck with the motherfucking choir, bro, but whenever he incorporate the choir and do some like throwback old school R&B and he infuse that shit go crazy, dog. Like every time that he does it. Not by our side, clearing the field.
I could tell you, he can show you.
I fuck with that. Again, I love the infusion of R&B and gospel. I like when they do that. Remember when he did The Rain with the choir? I thought that was pretty fire, man. When you listen to the gospel, I forgot what he called the Jesus King choir. I definitely feel like I understand why that was left off of Jesus King. Again, that Jesus King was like some different shit, different type of gospel. That was like true gospel in a sense. But this right here, man, it definitely kind of fits with the Donda vibe more than that. And this is fire, man. That was a fire ass track. I think that if he's a producer first, man, he's always going to make music that kind of clicks together, man. Like, you're never gonna hear like there may be some scoopity poop kind of verses in the track, but the one thing that he'll never lack is his production, man. He'll know some shit that goes together, that knows people will kind of bop their heads to and kind of vibe with, man. He has a knack for sound, man. He definitely knows what goes crazy and what goes good together. So I kind of fuck with that, man. What the fuck are the Raiders doing, man? God damn, this nigga Mahomes going crazy, bro. Sheesh. My goodness, man. Yeah, man. So far, man, again, listening to like Life of the Party, Up From the Ashes, man. Like this, man, is just, it's amazing, man. Like the only person I say would have a better deluxe, man, that I listen to so far, obviously Gunna's deluxe was insane. Like that one of deluxe is better than the original. I don't even go back to the original album. And it's kind of about to be the same thing with this Donda, bro, because Life of the Party is a top 10, top 5 track on here, man. Kanye spin his fucking shit, man. Then you get motherfucking Up From the Ashes with that R&B kind of mix, man. That's fire. Track 12, Remote Control, again, man. Remote Control, I feel like was one of the 2 tracks that I felt like for me wasn't there. The Yachty one is the only track I skipped. I skipped the Remote Control Part 1. Remote Control Part 2. Wait, no. Remote Control is the one with Young Thug. Actually, I lied. What was the one? Not Junior. Is it Junior? Do I skip, or do I skip? What's it called that I skip? That has what's that called? Okay. Yeah, I do skip okay. But okay part 2 with the Jamaican girl, I go crazy on that. Okay, Remote Control part.
Not your man, see I'm super.
He put the Cudi Okay, so he put the Cudi version on here. I've already listened to the Cudi version. If that was a spoiler, y'all trying to. Remember when we watched the video? I know y'all motherfuckers didn't watch the video. That's how I know, because we listened to the slow Cudi on part 4.
Thing, and we riding. It's a little bit of licking, we sliding. It's on, and we biting.
What does the dress have to do with anything? What did he do with the dress? I'm confused about that.
This is how it goes. Innocent.
So apparently Sean's in here. Hi, Sean. I didn't know you watched me, Sean. That's great. It's great. You can at least follow me back on Twitter, bro. If you watch me, just follow me back. That's kind of crazy. You watch me though. Hello, Sean. Oh man, that's crazy, bro. Oh nah, they snitching in here to Sean. Nah, he's on Twitter. I just retweeted him. He's the one that hates the crypto. He's the crypto hater. No, not Sean C. Remote Control, I already listened to the Cudi version when it was slow. It had the Cudi version when it was slow, man, and it had I thought it was pretty cool, man. I do think that, Cudi did his thing on there, and it was definitely a beat for Cudi. I would have loved Cudi on Moon. I got Cudi on Moon. What track was it that I said? Not Moon. Fucking the other track that was kind of slow. Hurricane is what I said. I wanted Cudi on Hurricane. I feel like he could have just did his thing on Hurricane towards like kind of melodic shit towards like the end and shit. But it's kind of crazy, man. It's just that right there. I thought the Remote Control too. It still kind of just bled at me. Sounds like an alien type vibe, Track 14 is Lord I Need You. Probably the other track that makes me cry, man. Like this is. Every time I hear this track, I get goosebumps, man. Wheezy is on here, man. Wheezy is literally like it's. Nah, Sean. No, me and Sean C cool. Sean is an avid crypto buyer. Bro, don't be confused, bro. All the YouTubers, the YouTube reviewer communities, the motherfuckers are crypto buyers. It's kind of crazy, man. Like, yo, it's one of those tracks where, my God on safety. Like that shit just hits so hard, man. I just fuck with it all. Like, it just makes me feel good, man. Like. When I want to ring, huh?
Your gun of safety.
24 also is another track that makes me tear up, man. Like I said, there's 5 tracks on here that made me. So we got Come to Life, Lord I Need You, and 24, man. Obviously, 24 is about the Kobe tribute, man. And also, let's just like, when you listen to it, man, we just let it ride, man. Like when you listen to it, man. Like that's why I feel like the album I know is special, man, because when you listen to the album, man, you listen to tracks like that, and when they put you in a vibe, they put you in a mood. It's just amazing, man, from front to back, man. The album from start to finish just has a different variety and everything that you can listen to and enjoy. And I think that everything that this man Kanye kind of was trying to. Everything that he's worked for, every sound that he's created, everything that he's been through in his life, I feel like all of that was put into this album. And that's kind of just for me where I kind of feel it and I fuck with it, man. Like, this is that shit. Next track is Junior, man. Obviously, we know Junior. I think Junior Part 2 is better than Junior Part 1. The Part 2 has more of the Cardi, Playboy, Voldemort, Playboy. Vamp Boy, whatever you guys want to call him. It has more Cardi in the Part 2, which I feel like it was better combo. It was actually kind of cool seeing Kanye and Cardi go back and forth. 2 different generation artists and kind of just going, as peers. I thought that was pretty cool, man. Cardi definitely doing his thing, riding the beat. And I thought Ty Dolla $ign was a very underrated feature on there. A lot of people overlooked Ty Dolla $ign in that Part 2. But Junior Part 1 is kind of just whatever to me. It's just kind of, why do you even have Cardi on the Part 1? Like, what was the point of that? And I think that, it's kind of just like, what, like, if you're going to have them on a track, have them on a track. You know what I'm saying? So I think Part 2 is better than Part 1. And I think a lot of the Part 2s are better than Part 1. If you replace a lot of the Part 2s with Part 1s, this album is literally nonstop fire. It's literally nonstop fire. Track 17, Never Abandon Your Family, is a new track. This is definitely a new track. I never heard of this.
What would I say to everything? Your actions cause everything.
Synths are fucking crazy, dog. Holy shit.
Family. Grind out these things, they sting. Daddy promised understand.
That. You know what's crazy? Like, sonically, that track may not be an everyday type of vibe. It may not be something that you may not play ever again. But that first time when you hear it, like, you know that motherfucker meant it. You know, again, at the end of the day, man, it's always hard, man. It's hard. I always say the one thing you got as a male is your pride, all right? And I always taught, man, if you want to cry, you can cry all to you want to yourself, but never show anybody else your cry because it shows weakness. They say real men cry, whatever you want to say. I always say, man, you know, if you're going through the struggle, man, go in the shower and cry. You know, go ride around and cry. But you always want to, you know, I just say keep it strong, keep it tough. You feel me? And I just think that track right there is the Simps was going crazy. I just think that it was just insane, man. It was insane vibes, and I think that, man, you just, damn, like, you could tell that he really, especially when he was talking about his daughter, man. Like, you mean, you know, like, again, like, Kanye's not really lyrical, man, but, you know, the experiences and the stories that he tells, man, they're just fucking crazy and insane, bro. Like, shit is crazy, man. Obviously, Donda is the next track. I was more of an interlude than anything, man. It was definitely more of an interlude than anything. And then, you know, that might actually be one of the tracks that get to me in my feels, man, because that definitely was fucking with me, bro. I'm like listening to him, just like, yo, that was definitely fucking with me. But this is the track also that fucks with me. It's not. I don't know if it's the original version on here, but this track, man.
Keep my spirit alive.
No, we don't fuck with that. Maybe the Keep My Spirit.
Keep my spirit alive.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Please put that right back on the playlist, because god damn, bro, like, I don't know what Kanye was thinking about taking this part off, dog. But yeah, the guy on the hook, the girl, whatever, WKC, bro, like,
Keep my spirit alive.
every time I hear this shit, dog, like, this shit just, I was facing 15 and I beat it. Nigga was facing 15 and I beat it. Man. Fucking crazy, dog. I had a conversation with a dude in the gym, and he was telling me, he was putting me on, like, he a New York nigga, so he talking like this. He like, yo, I'm a New York nigga, you know, I'm from Queens, you know, right across Jamaica Street, you feel me? And he was talking to me like that. He's like, yo, I was like, how you? He's like, you listen to Griselda? I was like, okay, what you like then? I was like, how you feel from a lyrical standpoint and from a musical standpoint, like sonically standpoint, who you think is the best in Griselda? So he said from a music standpoint, he said he got, you know, it goes from least to best, it goes Benny, Westside, and then Kanye. He got Kanye as his number one. I was surprised. I was like, musically, huh? And then lyrically, he had Kanye, Benny, and then Westside. For me, is Westside. Lyrically is Westside. Or no, lyrically is Conway, Westside, Benny. Musically is Westside, Benny, Conway. But I was like, then he started putting me on. He's like, you need to listen to some goddamn Conway. So I was like, all right, you know, we listen to some Conway. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, like, I'm going to listen to some more Conway. So I got to get my Conway up. Benny, number one, rapping. I feel like Westside's my favorite musically. Like, I feel like Westside literally has the most personality to him. Like, just Westside literally just has the most personality to him. His shit is so eccentric and fun, and you know, he's just doing some shit I just never heard. Like, I've heard rappers like Conway with a voice like that, and you know, you definitely hear Benny the way he rap. You know, you definitely heard some Benny rappers, but the way Westside is, that man, boop 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 boop, it get a little annoying sometimes. But that shit, that motherfucker be going crazy with that shit. Thank God, you know, that shit is crazy, man. Westside so voice so creamy, yeah, like, it's just so crazy, dog. And then is that it though, man? Like, damn, like, that's it. Cause then we got Keep My Spirit Alive, Jesus Lord Part 2. I thought that was, even though if it's long, if I'm going on a long drive, I let that Jesus Lord Part 2 ride. Heaven and Hell, man. I thought Heaven and Hell is a very underrated song on the album. Heaven and Hell is so underrated on the album. It's actually ridiculous how underrated it is on the album. Remote Control Part 1, I thought that was kind of just what it should have been, not Cudi. Tell the Vision, y'all know how I feel about. Like, I don't even know what the fuck he was thinking on there, and that was kind of crazy, like, to even put him on there. You know, with the goddamn organ piano, whatever you call it. Jonah, man, I thought Jonah was kind of crazy too. The vocality of Vori, man, just showed exactly, you know, it's a very heartfelt type vibe when you hear Vori on a track. And I think that's kind of just fire, man. Like, you know, and then Pure Souls, I thought that was just the perfect feature to have on here, man. Giving a gospel kind of uplifting kind of feel, man. With Roddy Ricch on there, I thought that was amazing, man. The perfect feature he could have chose on there. And then, you know, how Roddy Ricch was kind of mentioning that he didn't need a Grammy because this is his Grammy. You know, he's showing that his work is definitely paying off and he's doing the damn thing. So he doesn't need the you know, the accomplishment of a Grammy to say that he's doing a damn thing. And then okay, I just thought okay for me was a no. I'm glad that he put it on this deluxe towards the end of the album because I think okay for me is just that. It's just okay, you know. New Again, man, I see that. Please,
If I hit you with a W,
another track. They're not saying it makes me cry, but it gives me a vibe, man. It reminds me of Flashing Lights. It's the modern Flashing Lights of y'all's generation, man.
thank you for your mercy.
Fuck New Again part, man. Fuck, man. Like, yo, they need to put Breezy on that bitch, dog. They need to put Breezy on. Even if Breezy had his little part, bro, the thank you for your mercy. That boy, oh, right. Like, bro, we gonna listen to the Breezy part right here. Hold on. We gonna listen to the Breezy part right here. We gonna listen to the fucking Breezy part, bro. Cause that Breezy part, dog, that shit is fucking, like, y'all don't understand, bro. Like, minor things like that can fuck up. I almost gave myself a fucking spoiler, bro. I was about to be mad as fuck. Let me get the fuck up out of here for you two trying to spoil a nigga and shit, man. That's fucking crazy, dog. They really tried to spoil a nigga. Man. That's crazy, dog. That shit crazy. That fucking part when that nigga, dog, every time I hear this shit, dog, Chris is going crazy, dog. That shit is, man, that song, bro, it just reminds me so much of Flashing Lights, bro. Like, and I remember when Flashing Lights first came out, everybody always was talking about, you know, wait till I get my money right. And everybody was always talking about that, but bro, like, Flashing Lights was one of those tracks, it was appreciated as time went on, dog. Dev, you hyping this too much. It's not all that. What the bro, the fact is just like, it's about a connection, bro. Like, you may not be connected to that bitch, but like, yo, he's literally like so for somebody that's been to church, I don't really believe in God too much nowadays. I got a different outlook. But the way this shit be hitting, and the progression in the song and in the pain you can hear, like, yo, he's really asking God to make him new again. Now, you may not be praying to God, but you literally praying to somebody. Like, when you know you ever been in a tight motherfucking route, motherfucker, and you just like, yo, I just need a fresh start. If you really can feel that shit, bro, that shit is crazy. Like, you literally can feel the shit. Like, when it's again, make me new again, make me new again. I haven't watched that Legal Edge or Arcane. I would advise you go watch it. It's a great show, man. But I just gotta say, man, this deluxe, man, why it's only been about 5 tracks. I know a lot of people gonna get mad when I go through the album again. They're like, man, why the fuck do I have to watch this shit again? But I just want to talk my shit. I want to do like a recap of the video, you know, the album. I like the way that, you know, he kind of did the Gunna route where, you know, he restructured the album and what he wanted to start and what he wanted to finish. I thought that, you know, obviously you have to start the album with a Donda chant, and then I think that keep the spirit alive too. It's a great way to end the album. You know, I think that it was a heartfelt from Casey. You know, he singing his ass off, man. Is one of the most heartfelt tracks on the album. I also think that, you know, with the additions of Life of the Party, Believe What I Say, not Believe What I Say, Up from the Ashes, Never Abandon Your Family. These are tracks that are just amazing in its own regard, and you kind of just, you know, you sit there in awe, and it shows you that Kanye West is here to stay, and he continues to keep doing the damn thing, and he continues to keep, you know, progressing. You know, it's kind of crazy how he can make an album, and kind of mix the gospel. He has niggas listening to trap gospel, I always say, you know, and yeah, man, Donda's just a great album. A lot of people were complaining about it. It's too much. But the fact that he's made an album this long and made it like this album is 32 tracks, And I fuck with like literally 30 tracks out of the 32. Like it's just that good, man. And I do think we'll get another Kanye album, but I think time is running out, man. Sooner or later everybody has to retire. And you know, me being a big Outkast, Andre 3000 fan for the most part, what do you think I had to live with? You know, growing up seeing my favorite artists, you know, Lupe Fiasco getting cucked by his record label. You know, and Andre 3000, you know, seeing Pharrell kind of go into a different route of making, you know, kind of happy music instead of just kind of making, you know, what he used to make. You know, you just got to understand at the end of the day, as a fan, I'm just going to be a fan, but, you know, I'm not entitled, all right? You know, they have their lives too, and then whatever they're cool with, I'm down with. So I think that Donda is slowly becoming a top 3, top 5, bro. Like, it's hard, man. Late registration is still hard to beat for me, man, but you know, it's just kind of crazy, man. You know, Donda's just really good, man. Whether the feature's there or not. So, that being said, though, man, get in the comments below and what you think about the album or the deluxe. Let me know how you think about the restructured album. Do you think that the additions are actually a better fit for Donda? Do you think Donda's a little bit too much? Do you think it's too much tracks for you? How do you feel about it? Do you think they should have slimmed it down? Name which tracks you like or dislike in the comments below. I would love to hear which tracks you guys dislike. Also, man, yeah, man, don't forget the video 3,000 likes, man. Get vinyl on the wall. I heard that YouTube is taking away dislikes. That's kind of pretty funny, but if you want to dislike the video, you can go ahead and dislike it. That's kind of funny, actually, that they're taking away dislikes. I hate it, but they're censoring. It's called censorship, bro. They're trying to protect people's feelings. You know, emotional states of YouTubers, you know, because people don't really realize the hardship of YouTube has on your mental, especially if you're a new YouTuber, you're not established, making money. You know, it definitely fucks with you in a way that you don't know, unless you're an actual YouTuber. So with the dislikes button, they're kind of just taking that away, trying to cause some of the cyberbullying to go away and whatever. But you know, for me, it's kind of funny. I laugh at it. But anyways, man, get in the comments below and all the good stuff, man. Don't forget, follow me on social media when you're here. Till the next time, this is me, boy Dev. Like always, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting. Till next time, we out. Peace.